Hello everyone, we are going to see about information retrieval by implementing Boolean model using Python. What is information retrieval? It is the process of obtaining an information from a large repository. This can be done using models by implementing models like Boolean model or vector space model or probabilistic model or many more. But in this video we are going to see about Boolean model. What is a Boolean model? It uses logical operators like and, or not for the user queries, and it gets the information from the repository. So Boolean model is a search process that allows user to combine logical terms, so it's more relevant. So in this diagram we can see how these logical terms are used. This is a representation of a set theory diagram. Boolean model mostly uses set theory and Boolean algebra. Before jumping into the code, let's understand how this Boolean model works. So in this problem there are 5 documents with 6 terms, and each document has a set of terms assigned to it. It can be anything from term 1 to 6. So in this, let's draw a Boolean table where in the rows let's keep it as documents and in the column we give it as terms. So first, to understand how this Boolean table is drawn, in the document 1 we are checking if term 1 is there, so we are entering 1 there, and we are checking if term 2 is there in document 1. It is not there, so we are giving it a 0. 0 is false where 1 is true. And we are seeing if term 3 is there in document 1. Yes, it is, so we are giving it 1. And in term 4, term 4 is not there in document 1, so we are giving it false, a 0. And that's what term 5 and term 6 are also not there. So now in the next slide we see the query is we have to find the document which consists of only term 1 and term 3 but not term 2. But it does not say that it should not consist any other terms in it. It just says it should be term 1 and term 3 in the same document, but term 2 should not be there. So we see term 1 and term 3 and negotiation of term 3, which is there is no term 3, not. So here we are writing a Boolean table for that. So we are checking if in document 1 if term 1 is there, yes, and is not term 2, yes, it's not there, so it's true. And then term 3 is there, so yes. And then we are checking it for the other documents too. So now we get document 1 and document 4. So for this query your answer will be document 1 and document 4. So now let's go to the code. So in this function we import the necessary libraries like NumPy and Pandas, and in the main function we have documents. It's a list of documents which the first document we have Python is a programming language, and we have 3 documents, and we also have an indexer, a variable assigned to the function called Boolean Retrieval, calling the class Boolean Retrieval. And then we have a for loop in which all the functions are called. So when the functions are called, the first document first iterates, which goes to the index document, where the document is split into individual terms and is stored in a dictionary. And after index document we have create document matrix function called, in which it contains a matrix with parameters which is initialized to 0, and then it checks if the values or the terms are there in the document, and then it gives the Boolean marks as we saw for the example of if term 1 is there it gives true as 1. So as it initially starts as 0, if the term is there it gives us 1, and then later after this step we have the Boolean search function is also called in the main function, where the Boolean search happens. It looks for that's what is the next step, where we saw a query where we just wanted term 1 and term 3 but in the same document where term 2 is not there. So like that with the query, it iterates, it checks if the query is true, and then it gives out the output. Thank you.